sparingly and with no witnesses.
No witnesses. Howdy, Bill.
Howdy, howdy. Sorry I'm late.
Oh, you're all good. So you're not even that late. It's fashionable at this point.
We're just kind of getting things rolling right here.
Gotcha.
You said the Spanish guild is the one who has the gallows, but yet the Diablos.
The Spanish guild rules this city, but the Diablos is a gang that operates out of this city. At least, you guys scored high enough in your common knowledge rolls to know that. It's not just generally known on the street. The Crazy Devil Tavern.
Kind of
Yeah.
All right. The Crazy Devil Tavern is Marsala's gathering point for pirates, thieves, and smugglers. Everyone knows this. And so as you get into town, that might be a place to go check out. There's the Marsala shipyard, and I'll take notice checks as you guys are coming down the hill into town. You can see the harbor out there.
Bro, what is that notice check?
Alawi's too busy digging for gold.
No, Alawi is sipping on a thing of wine.
And digging for gold.
No, she's not that dumb.
All right. Zatanna, you definitely notice that a couple of the ships in the harbor that are not flying colors look like the type of ships that the British East India Company uses. They don't look like the Spanish ships, which tend to be more ornate and of a different style.
All right, so I'll let Lowy know that.
All right. Other places of note.
Captured.
There is a barber shop here. Enrico's barber shop. Enrico di Toledo runs a small barber shop catering for wealthy citizens. There is a tavern reputed to serve the best food in the Spanish Guild territories called the El Dorado. And there is a cartographer's office. As you get into town, as I said, the Armada Inn is not going to allow you as long as Savarok and Sam are part of the crew because the owner does not like the English. But there's the El Dorado if you're looking for a bite of food, or there's the infamous Diablo Loco where it's a wretched hive of scum and villainy.
Yeah.
So, where would you like to go?
That cartographer's office sounds interesting. Get our mitts on some up-to-date maps.
So you're going to go to the cartographer's office?
Sam is, yeah.
Okay, Sam is headed to the... All right. Then I'll go through and see what everybody wants to do, and then we'll come back around and resolve what everybody's going to do. Who wants to go with Sam to the cartographer's office?
I will. I'm just going to blindly follow because Galawi's just enjoying.
Okay.
I'll go as well.
All right. So you guys want to end up going as a gang?
You all want me to go to the Diablo Loco and check it out and report back, or do you want to just stick together?
If you want to go check it out, go for it. You don't have to accompany us if you don't want to.
I could go check that out too. And
So Savrock and Zatanna are going to go ahead onto the inn while Sam and Alawi go check out the cartographer's office.
I'm trying to put back on your stupid collar, you stupid idiot.
Okay.
It just fell off.
And Hornswoggle is only he's still rendering and
Yeah,
hasn't fully resolved yet. So when he does, he will appear somewhere in one of the scenes.
Oh, there it is. Am I still at the hotel, or?
Oh God, no! We're not even in that city anymore.
No, it was established you had caught up to us by about a day.
Oh, okay.
yeah. So here's a question: are we still short crew?
Your crew is back on your ship in New Madrid.
Yeah, I know, but are we still short, like, crew to man the ship we want to steal?
I don't think we have
Possibly.
enough.
I believe the crew you had, and I'll have to look it up, would have been enough to bare bones operate that ship. But let me look for sure.
Do we still have the 5 people we rescued?
You have some of them. One of them died back in the first episode. Another one that decided to retire. Now, however, you've got a whole lot more crew. If you look at other on the ships tab, you can see all the crew members you guys have now.
Pretty sheet.
You have a lot. And some of them have died. You guys ran into the Flying Dutchman ghost ship, and unfortunately, one of the curses of the Flying Dutchman is every time it's seen by a boat, somebody on that boat dies a horrible death, sometimes multiple people.
That's no bueno.
I'm sorry, where is the ship's tab?
Not the ship's tab, the other tab on the party sheet.
Party sheet. Okay, thank you.
And yeah, those are all of those are the people you I believe those people were all recruited in Baltimore, weren't they?
Yeah.
I don't remember. Yes.
Yeah. All the
John Smith we rescued. It looks like he's the only one who's left.
No. Caius and Karis were
Caius, yep.
Caius and Karis, John Smith. The Spaniard left. After you guys recovered the big treasure, I had each of them roll, and he decided that his treasure was big enough for him to retire. You've got Annie Mason, the barmaid that you rescued. You've got Equius. Right now, Edward Lazenby, the default leader of the British East India Company, sent one of his men, Lieutenant Jeffers, along with you to basically monitor and advise on the recovery of this ship. So you have a British Marine officer, although I don't think he's with the party right now. He's at the ship as well.
Right. Okay.
But he's considered a crew member at this point.
he's just there to ensure our compliance, basically.
And I'm making it my job to like become besties with him.
Yeah, he's a bit of a pair of stiff britches. He is your typical Marine.
Is he eating wax?
Only when he can find it. Anyways, let me start with the cartographic office. The two of you roll into the cartographer's office. There's a tall, thin, younger gentleman with a kind of a Van Dyke beard, little pointy thing, and a pencil mustache. And he will introduce himself as Jose Maria Caballeros, and he owns the cartographer's office. And you can see there are charts hanging on the wall, and he's got like a plotting table where he's working on a chart. And it looks like he's got a pretty good business. And he'll say, "Good afternoon, gentlemen. What can I do for you? Are you here to buy a map? I have plenty."
Actually, yeah, we're wanted to check to see if you have any more up-to-date maps than the ones we got, because ours haven't been. They might be out of date because they're a little old.
Well, actually, perhaps we can come to an arrangement.
I am listening.
Not all of my maps are up to date. As the sea rises, my maps become antiquated. And I do hire people to map for me from time to time.
Really?
And if you would be interested, I need a remapping of the coastline of Sawile, which you guys would know is the island that Baltimus is on. 2 islands to the south of here, primarily occupied by the British and Americans. And he would say, the coastline, it could take some time, but I would be willing to offer you 2,000 pieces of eight to do this.
This seems reasonable enough. Like, that shouldn't be too difficult. You have yourself a deal, sir.
It's like, well then, come, let's draw up some terms. And he will pull out a contract, and he will ask you the name of your ship. Did you guys ever name your ship? I know that the Razorwind was your first.
I think there was a couple potential options we were deciding on, but we never did, and I forgot them.
But we don't have the Razorwind anymore?
I believe you sold it.
Shipped out.
Actually, no, you didn't. You left it at your castle.
Yeah, we did actually.
You do have it. You just don't have. It's not in employ right now. It's docked back at your little hidey hole stronghold.
What island is our stronghold on?
It's not a named island, but I will point it out to you.
Okay.
That was the Isle of Kauai.
Yes, it was. Actually, you're right.
Yeah, it's one of it's the only named island in the Whip Islands.
It won't let me draw pointers, but because I have hexes on it, it's barfing on the hexes. Savage Wolves doesn't like hexes. On that map, it's right up here. It's not far from New Madrid, actually. You're only a couple of days from your own private island here.
Okay.
You're closer to that than Sawile is down there. It's the third island down, and it's the one that and he says he will pay you
What is his name?
Jose Maria Caballeros. If you would like me to spell that, I will. I didn't know if you would struggle with the Spanish name. You know, not everybody in every part of the country deals with Spanish culture,
names.
but
Yeah.
we live in what was and in a lot of ways still is Mexico.
I have a lot of immigrants around where I live, so
Spanish is a very common secondary and even primary language out here in the Southwest.
Yeah, you go into certain neighborhoods and all the signs are in Spanish.
Yeah, we have a morning huddle every morning, and more than half of it is in Spanish. I have to ask my supervisor what the hell is going on.
As I said, I tell people, it's like, this used to be Mexico, and in a lot of ways it never stopped being Mexico. And I don't think it ever will.
Culturally,
You
no,
want
it
us
never
to
really
map
did.
the entire island or just one side?
The coastline. He wants a map
we'll
of the
just-
coastline.
So we'll take like a day.
Of the
So we'll,
entire...
Okay.
No,
we'll
it
take
will
like a
take...
day or two. Oh, several
No.
days.
Considering you guys move like 1 to 4 hexes a day, count how many hexes it is all the way around that coastline. It's not going to be a short job.
We should take it. We should take the job.
Yeah,
We need the money.
'cause it's a nice. That's a nice payout for like maybe
For sailing?
Yeah, I'll let you know that
Sailing.
upon reaching the coastline of Suayo, it will take 40 days to explore it successfully. A success and a raise on a smarts roll could reduce this by 5 days to a minimum of 10 days if each of the player characters got a good smarts roll. But that, and bear in mind that there are encounter rolls during that whole 40 days. And so things are going to happen. You're going to have other fun during this time. It's not going to just be, oh, let's sail around the island and come back. Now, shit's going to fuck with you because
it's not just a side quest; it's a side story.
40 days of encounters is going to come up with some encounters.
Zatanna, have you been adding those little messages you're sending to your notes?
Yes.
Cool.
Jingo is the best GM is the note I have.
Why, thank you. I'm glad somebody thinks so.
I've said so on multiple occasions.
And,
For years now.
Sven, actually, you are not the first person on one of my tables to have a note with that name on it.
Wait, he's the one who made that note?
Yes, that is, yeah. You remember DM Quicksilver from the
Yes.
Heroes Wanted? Yeah, he was playing in some of my Starfinder stuff, and he had a Jingo is the best GM note.
Nice.
I'm glad you guys think so.
Yeah, of course.
Well, out of all the game masters I've ever played under, which is only a short list, Dad is definitely the best.
Right, yep, agreed.
Fairly extensive list here, and agreed.
Now, a friend of mine, Ted, who has been heavily involved in the role-playing community for years and has attended many Gen Cons and other Midwest gaming events, actually has gotten to sit at a table with Gary Gygax, and he said he prefers my game mastering style.
Holy crap.
I mean, that's high praise.
Yeah, it's like, okay, I don't believe that, but okay.
Still, praise from Caesar, thanks.
Wear that with a badge of honor, Dad.
Yeah, like
Yeah, Ted was like, you're the best game master I played under. And I played with Gygax. Like, holy shit.
It's like, okay,
and you know what?
you.
I can see it because you know what? Gygax invented this shit. He probably gets so into the weeds and the nitty gritty with a lot of the details.
He's a wargamer, so I imagine he runs I don't think you can really compare game masters because
You can't.
it's like a rock band.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can't compare rock bands. What's the best rock band? Yes, all of them are.
Yeah.
Because
Also,
they
yes.
made it. Yes.
Yes
Also,
is also on the list.
Yes is on that list. But yeah, whatever band is your favorite, that's the greatest rock band in the world. And don't let anybody tell you any different.
It's apples and oranges. What fruit is best? Well, you tell me.
I'm partial to blueberries.
Blueberry, they're awesome. Avocados are great. Cherries are wonderful. Bananas are the king. You know, what do you want?
Peanut butter and banana makes a great snack.
Yes, it does. Yes, it most certainly does. Does that's the what's the best movie? Well, what kind of mood are you in?
The answer is subjective.
You know, it's subjective unless you're talking horror movies, and then it's the thing.
No argument here.
I would argue, do you put Jaws in the category of horror?
Yes, Jaws is right up there. Right fucking up there. Jaws may be the most successful horror movie of all time.
I would personally, especially having grown up where that was filmed,
I can imagine it's terrifying. Jaws is a terrifying fucking movie. It scared the shit out of me. And it still makes me tense. Knowing what's going to happen, it still makes me tense watching that movie.
I would say the scariest movies from my childhood, mid-70s, Westworld, Jaws, and then later The Black Hole.
Yes. Now, I won't say The Thing is the scariest movie of all time. I say it's the greatest horror movie of all time.
There's a difference. It's not the
To
scariest.
me,
It's the
there have been
greatest.
scarier movies. Westworld was scary. Phantasm absolutely fucking altered my life. I wouldn't go outside at night for the rest of the summer after seeing that thing. I forget how old I was, but that movie scarred me. I still have nightmares about. Yes.
Angus
That movie was just so wrong.
You know, a horror movie is good and it does that to you.
Yeah.
Yes. That to me is the scariest movie I ever saw because it was just unpredictable.
John Carpenter is one of those directors, to add fuel to the fire, that he masters the genres that he plays in. The Thing is an amazing movie, but so is Halloween.
Halloween set a standard for a whole genre of movies. Yes.
And I absolutely love The Thing and Halloween, but I gotta tell you, the one that fucked me up the most was The Prince of Darkness. And no one talks about that one a lot nowadays.
That one was pretty bad.
It was pretty bad? Oh, I like that.
No, it was I mean scary.
Okay. I thought it was good.
You say badass.
Oh, okay. It was the first movie that Alice Cooper was in. The way it's shot, you feel like one of those people trapped in the church.
You know, one of the things I liked about Halloween the best? You remember all the blood in Halloween?
There isn't any.
There isn't any.
There's more blood in Jaws and Friday the 13th combined than all of the Halloween movies.
Yes. None of the kills happened on screen. You saw Michael getting menacing, and then the deed happened, but it never happened on screen.
Halloween movies are suspense. They're not really horror because there isn't enough gore in them to qualify for a horror movie, where Jaws and others more than like Freddy and Jason qualify, or the Terrifier movies or all the, there's...
Yes.
Oh, sorry, Danny.
Have you seen any of the Jordan Peele movies?
No, but I heard they were really good suspenseful thrillers.
Get Out was good. Nope was really good. Somebody was interviewing Jordan Peele and said, "Do you think you're the best horror movie director of all time?" And his response was, "I'll brook no John Carpenter slander in my presence."
Ooh.
He's like,
no respect.
Give respect.
No respect. Yeah. Well, Carpenter messes with you on so many levels because you've got The Thing, you've got Halloween, you've got Prince of Darkness, but then you've got on the other end Big Trouble in Little China, but in the middle you've got movies that are just fucked up, like Starman and They Live.
They Live was...
that was great.
Yeah, but the hero doesn't win on either one of those movies. The hero is just kind of either killed or the same when the movie is over.
All right.
Sorry.
Now, let's get back to it. The people that have gone to the cartographer's office have secured and are signing a contract. He will pay 10% of the contract in advance for expenses, which is 200, and the balance upon delivery of the maps.
Yeah.
It would be probably wise to use that advance to get some of the tools for like some ink and parchment for that.
Probably a better telescope than the one we've got.
I
Spyglass.
was going to say that, incidental things such as, a logbook, quill and ink, paper charts and things on a boat. When you acquire a boat, it's got some of that shit on it. And like I said, I'm not worried about the details. You guys, if you want, after the contract, you can, worry about any of the supplies you might need for mapping. Jose Maria will have them.
Oh, okay.
So in fact, he is willing to supply you with what you need to do the mapping. He just needs somebody to go actually put the miles on.
Sam has got a compass, his old map of Charybdis, and a spyglass, so that also helps.
Meanwhile, Bill, can you do me a favor?
Sure.
Release Clay's character.
How do I do
If
that?
he shows up, we can pick it up and have you play him again. But if he's not going to be here, his character doesn't need to be here.
Okay.
It just makes things flow faster with fewer characters.
How do I do what you just
Just
told?
right click on his little picture up there, and should have a release button that allows
Thank
you
you.
to release him.
Released. Released.
Be free.
Just one less thing for me to keep track of.
Oh,
All right.
Mrs. Snook's mother.
For those of you that moved along forward to the tavern, let me get back to that.
Wretched hive of scum and villainy.
The wretched hive of scum and villainy.
Say that like it's a bad thing. You'll never find a more wretched hive of scum.
Back to Marcellus. The Diablo Loco is located down in the seedy part of town, right near the
Beans.
docks. And
Beanie.
I assume, Havan, you are with, who was it? Savarak and Zatanna went to the
Yes.
tavern? All right.
Okay.
On your way down there, you're passing through the warehouse district, also known as the Rat Run. And yes, you can see there are rats everywhere. And some of them are big.
Hmm.
In fact, I'll have you guys each make me a notice roll.
Just the guys who are about to death.
What are
Just
my
the guys,
rolls today?
Not you, just the guys at the tavern.
Uh,
You guys are at the cartographer's office. Zatanna, you guys are going through town, and man, you can see there are people around, but man, there are a lot of rats. And you glance down one alley, and you see this one particular rat kind of rise up on its hind legs and just kind of watch you as you go by.
Where
And
rats?
you could swear you got a gleam of intelligence in the eye of that rat. And in fact, you lock eyes with it for a second, and it, twitters its little ratty nose and then goes scampering off into the shadows. But something about that rat just didn't sit right with you.
Flesh pedestrian.
Okay.
All right. So you guys don't have any trouble finding the Diablo Loco. It's a big corner building that looks out over the docks in one direction and sits at the edge of the rat maze in the warehouse district. It's a big building. It's kind of sprawling and ramshackle. You can see stairs that go up into a loft area where there are more tables. It is bustling and loud and smoky. And
full of rats.
Actually, you do not see any rats in here.
Oh.
But I will take a notice check from you as you three step into the bar.
Why do I have a minus on my smarts, persuasion, and stealth? Did something happen?
Well, I believe. Let me look at that. Some of that might have to do with the fact that you're a Minotaur.
Okay.
Let's see.
That's sudden and all at once, but okay.
It should have always been there. I don't know.
Or adjusted in the beginning. Not like cursed or wounded, am I?
Oh, your persuasion minus is because you are mean as a hindrance.
Okay.
And that is the only one I see a minus on.
Gotcha.
There was a minus on one of the other ones, but I don't know why it was there. It disappeared.
There's a -2 on unskilled for some reason.
That's just default for unskilled is a D4 -2. Everybody gets that.
Okay.
But yeah, your minus on your persuasion check is because you are mean.
All right then.
So, quick question. You said that Marcellus is run by the Spanish Guild. Did you mean the Spanish Inquisition?
No. All right.
Okay.
Let me
I'm wanted by the Spanish Inquisition.
Yes, let me go into some detail on that with you. The Spanish Inquisition does exist in this world. However, the Spanish Guild is not allied with the Spanish Inquisition in any official capacity. There is also a Roman Catholic Church here, brought by the humans that came here, and the Roman Catholic Church openly denounces the Spanish Inquisition. So, although these are Spanish territories, the Spanish Inquisition does not hold power here and is not embraced here. They are pretty much outcasts everywhere. They might have a secret stronghold somewhere, but nobody knows. But they just don't seem to ever go away. But you also know that the church's official stance on magic and mages, elemental mages in particular, is that they're not real fond of them. The church hasn't openly condemned or banned magic, but I guess you would call him the Archbishop, openly preaches against the use of magic as being ungodly. Although I will tell you that in the world of Charybdis, there are no gods. All right.
Okay.
But then
you guys come into the tavern, and Havan gets a few glances, but you can see that there's mostly humans in the tavern, but there are some of the local races represented. And while Havan is big, some of the Masakwani can get that big, and the Grail are all that big, so big people is not that uncommon. Big people with bullhorns, a little less common, but you know, you're not the only Minotaur on the world, although there aren't a lot of them.
I haven't run into another one yet, but I haven't been here that long.
But a lot of people are,
How many times?
Noticing you as you guys come in, and you'll find a table and sit down, and as you're, watching what's going on, Zatanna, you and Savarok notice that there's like one door on the upstairs balcony, and it's got actually a couple of people, sitting near it. And when people come up to the door, the two people sitting near it will get up and confront them, and for the most part will turn people away, tell them, hey, take your business elsewhere, or whatever it is they're doing. But every once in a while, somebody will come in and, hold up his hand like he's flashing something to the guy sitting watching that door, and they'll just nod and let him go through. And throughout the afternoon, you guys notice several people, go into that room, maybe 5 or 6, but you haven't seen any come out yet.
So I want to know, when I come in, I'll let them go sit down, and I'm going to go approach the bartender and see if I can play and busk for tips. See if they want a bard.
Give me a persuasion check.
I'm going to Benny that.
I'm going to look at that hindrance to see what it does.
There we go.
Kitty.
All right, he'll be like, all right, you drink for free as long as you keep playing. And he'll come around the bar, and basically the guy on the corner stool, he'll be like, hey, bud, beat it, and give you the corner stool at the bar to sit on, because it's pretty much as close to the center of the room. Give me a performance check. Let's see how well you do. You
With
are
a race.
killing it. You just happen to know this couple of Spanish love songs, and so you go into that, and the crowd just goes nuts, and then
So I set up my drum on the floor so I can tap it to keep the beat. And every once in a while, after 2 or 3 songs, I'll say I need to get a drink, and I'll work the room, walk around, and pass the hat type thing. And I'm also trying to keep an eye, just watching who goes in that room, and if I can determine any kind of pattern, or if there's any big wigs in here, that type of thing.
I'll also, while Zatanna's playing, walk around the room to kind of work the room as well, kind of pass the hat situation, like being a bit of a hype man / money collector.
Give me a
while also trying to
persuasion
figure
roll.
out what the fuck people are flashing up in that room.
And give me a persuasion roll. And Zatanna, give me another persuasion roll to work the room. If you have any edges that apply, please let me know. Well, you guys are on fire. You guys are,
Nice.
Sharp tongued, is that a good thing?
let me see.
I don't have anything that No edges that count.
Oh, you can use performance as a taunt with sharp tongue. That's cool.
You guys are freaking Coolio and Miguel up in that bar.
Yeah. All right, you've got pretty much the whole bar, locked into you. Ron, you're kind of sitting there, tapping your hoof to the things and looking around, and this guy will come up to you and say, "Sir, care to talk business? I have a proposition for you."
What race is this guy?
He's a human.
Oh, okay.
He looks like a Spaniard.
Oh, okay.
He's got a Spanish accent.
I ask him what his name is.
He'll say, "My name is Diego."
Diego. Sure, why
Yes.
not?
And
Have a seat.
I am what you might call a talent scout, and he will, reach out and, squeeze your giant muscles and say, "And you, sir, you have talent. My employers are always looking for talent. If you are interested."
Sure, I'm always interested in making extra money.
Why do I have a feeling this is going to lead to a bare knuckle boxing match or something?
Oh, I hope so.
Well, what about Fight Club? You don't talk about Fight Club.
He's talking about it now.
I will be right back. I'm going to get my dog for thunder.
But you're not supposed to talk about it. So
Dog Prozac time.
He will say, "I must first ask, do you have aversion to
maybe President?
illicit activities? Because, well, the people I represent, we do not operate in the light, but it is very profitable."
How illicit?
And he will say,
That's a long
"If you're
pause.
interested,"
That's really illicit.
it's like, if you're interested, and he will slide something across the table, and you can see that it is a small brass ship's wheel. And he will point up the stairs and say, "Show it to the gentleman there. They will take you into the back rooms where you can
Guy,
negotiate."
negotiate. I don't have that skill.
It's not a skill.
You were part of the sentence. Sorry.
Let's see. For Savarak and Zatanna, make me notice checks while you're working the room. And Zatanna notices that, there's somebody over there talking to your Minotaur buddy.
Zabrak? Oh, yeah, he went AFK.
All right. So after, once the guy leaves, I'll wait another song, and I'll, as I'm walking around, I'll sort of, do a quick, "Hey, is everything okay?" Ask him if he's all right.
So,
How
Havan,
should I be concerned?
what do you want to do? Right after the guy leaves, Zatanna goes, sits down, plays another song, and then gets up and comes over to ask you,
Should I be concerned?
Well, I'm kind of curious what the guys are guarding in the room, and I'm just as concerned, to be honest. I mean, I don't want to do wet work, but...
Wet work? Oh, so look around.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't have said that out loud. I don't know what you're talking about. Well, I mean, let's go see what they have to say. How about that? Or I should go
right, well, if you're not back down in 10 minutes, I'll just wait longer. And I'll go back to the bar. Now a drink is disappearing about almost every song, but I'm not drinking the whole thing. I'll like switch it with
somebody else's
Savarok or Havans or something. And try to be as subtle as I can.
Reverse mind sweeping.
But I'm not trying. I do not want to be intoxicated.
Oh yeah. Oh, now I'm going to digress again and tell you about mind sweeping. When I was in the Army, we were at a tavern in Frankfurt one night, and there were some Australian Marines in there, and we were partying with them, and they taught us the art of mind sweeping. That's where you buy a beer, and when you drank about 2/3 of it, you look around for somebody who just bought a beer and wait for them to not be paying attention and switch beers with them.
Oh, man. That's evil.
It is.
Well done.
Douche move, but hilarious.
Well, but they were Marines, so they were probably kind of low key hoping it would cause a fight.
Wait, what happened?
It's talking about when I was in the Army. We met some Australian Marines, and they taught us the art of mind sweeping. That's where when you're at a bar, you'll buy a beer, and when you get about 2/3 of the beer done, you look around the bar for somebody that's not paying attention to their new full beer, and swap.
That's awful.
Damn.
It's dirty and underhanded, and it's hilarious.
Like, I should try that. No.
No. That's how you get kicked out.
We once had someone try and pull that on me. But I'm back. Dog has her thunder shirt and her Prozac and her Trazodone because she does not like thunderstorms.
All right, so do we make any money, or is Havan going upstairs?
All right.
Yeah, like, what is going on with Vaughn? And do we notice this whole interaction?
Yeah, I had wife aggro, so I not only Zatanna, but also Sven has no idea what was told to Vaughn. And yeah, after talking to him, I still have no idea what was told to him.
You had wife aggro, I had dog aggro. Neither of us heard. And we're the only people there with him. Lovely.
I'm going to add. Wow, you guys have a lot of money. Zatanna, you can add 70 pieces of 8 that you collect throughout the night.
Nice. All right, so I'm going to give 5 to. At the end of the night, I'll give 5 as a tip to the barkeep, and I will give 7 to Savarok for doing all the walking around and stuff.
Playing hype man.
All right.
I'm walking around going, buy Zatanna's new CD!
So leaves me with 58.
T-shirts, keychains.
Kitty.
You need a baseball cap with a Z on it.
Merchandising.
Set up my table in the back with T-shirts and other swag.
All right, Yvonne. You make your way up the stairs, and you see the two gentlemen sitting at the door. Will kind of stand up, and one will put his hand out like, "Whoa, friend. This is, by invitation only."
Really?
Yes, you're going to show him what the guy handed you?
Not at first. I take another step forward.
They stand their ground.
I haven't really.
Would I have seen the whole conversation with Havan going on?
You were making a notice check because you were AFK when I asked for that. Yeah, you could see that he was talking to somebody. You don't know what the conversation was.
I probably would have kept an eye on what was going on and then wandered up to Havan as soon as the conversation ended.
Oh, I'm about to give him the thing.
Yeah.
So.
You see, Havan got up and, after Zatanna talked to him, Havan got up and went upstairs. Hey guys, I need to be AFK for just a couple minutes. I'll be right back.
5-minute break.
Somebody should get the controls. I need to get water anyway. That's good. And actually use the restroom. 5-minute break.
Yeah, I'm going to grab a drink real quick.
Sorry about that, guys. Being old sucks. Sometimes when you gotta go right now.
Yep.
As I say, I'm going to the
I'm
bathroom.
currently grabbing.
I would rather be in the restroom when that happens.
Yes. Anyways.
Sorry.
Back to where we were. Sorry, I had to step away for a minute.
Life call. Nature calls. You best answer.
So you take a step forward.
Like the good DMs.
They stand their ground. They're wearing cloaks, and their hands are inside the cloaks. You can't tell if they're holding a weapon. But if they are, it would have to be something like a knife or a pistol. There's no way they could be hiding a sword under there. But they don't step into defensive positions or anything. They just stand their ground when you step forward.
All right. Then I give them the coin.
All right. They'll look at it and nod, and they won't take it from you, but they'll wave you through. You'll have to stoop to get through the door.
Okay. Yeah. All
As
right.
you're about to leave and go into the door, I'm going to shout up. You okay up there, Havan? You good?
This place is
Yeah.
crowded and loud enough that from where you're at, he will not hear you.
Bummer. I'll at least just clock and note that he went in.
I am now in. I hope. I think. Am I?
Say again? All right. He goes through the door. What are the other two of you going to do?
I doubt we'll get into the door at this point.
Yeah, I'm
What
going
do
to
you think,
continue
Sven?
playing and earning money and stuff.
So you're going to continue?
Yeah.
All right.
So,
I think we'll continue and keep an eye on the door. And
All right. I'm going to let you stew on that for a minute. I'm going to switch over back to the other two guys who are at the cartographer's office. You guys are done there. What do you want to do now? That's you, Phoenix and Nate.
Yeah.
I want to find chicks in school.
Sorry, I had stepped away when you stepped away and just got back, but I was listening through my headset. After making that deal with the cartographer, I was going to possibly meet up with the others at the Diablo Loco.
All right. When you get to the Diablo Loco, you can see Zatanna at the corner of the bar. She's got quite a crowd. Most of the room is paying attention to her. You can see Savarok sitting at one of the tables, and Havan is nowhere to be found.
Yeah, I'll slip in next to Savarok. Hey, Sav, what did I miss?
Zatanna and I have been working the room a little bit. Been trying to find out some information. Just kind of anything I can get. And while we were here, Havan was approached by a fellow right over there, and I'm going to slyly and subtly point over to that guy without making it obvious.
It's okay,
And,
you're a wizard. Stealth and subterfuge aren't your thing.
As subtle as I can. I'm going to nod my head over that direction or whatever. He'd be like, that guy talked to him. He then went up to the back room, showed them something, went into the back room, and we haven't seen him since.
All right.
All right. So Havan, you come into the room, and it's kind of looks like an office. There's a big fancy desk at the far end of the room. There's a fireplace on the right-hand wall that has a nice cherry fire going, and another big ornate door on the left wall. Sitting at the desk is another Spaniard. He kind of looks like he's dressed more important than, most of the people in this part of town are.
Then Diego.
What?
Then
Diego, yes. Diego looked like your typical street rat.
Gotcha.
And he'll say, please, come and sit.
Thank you. I sit down.
He goes, so, I hear you are in the market to do some business for us, and that you're not against bending the law. Is this true?
How far are we bending the law? I mean,
If you're asking, are we pirates? We are not.
okay.
However, we are not allowed a little subterfuge.
Fantastic. What do you need me
What
to
we are-
do, and how much are you paying?
Well, what I need is muscle. We need somebody big and scary to help us collect on some debts, so to speak.
Mafia tax collectors.
I don't know. My ship leaves pretty soon. I mean, I don't live here. I'm just visiting.
I see. Well, that is just as well. But for our conversation, please accept this small gift. And you will keep this conversation between us. See?
See.
And he'll slide a bag with 20 pieces of 8 across to you. And say, see yourself out. Have a good day. And if you are ever in need of work, we are always hiring here at the Diablo Locos.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Now, make me a common knowledge check.
Okay. And muscle. Knowledge isn't my strength. You know what? You guys always use these bennies. I'm going to step in line and try that again. Because that was abysmal. That's not much better.
Basics. That's a basic success.
That is a success.
Oh, okay. 4? Really?
Yeah, that's the baseline success for pretty much any check.
Yes, 4 is a success in most cases. All right. You, think you recognize this gentleman.
Can I roll a thinking really hard roll?
Well, just a second.
You can, but you end up shitting your pants. Oh, man, that's terrible for interaction. And hilarious. Sorry, most of you were eating.
You, this guy
Okay.
bears a more than passing resemblance to Alcalde, which is Alcalde is the name for their leaders, Miguel Ferrara, who is the alcalde of Marsalis. You've met the alcalde himself, and this is not him, but they could certainly be related.
Wow.
Like brothers or cousins.
Probably cousins. Every Hispanic family has 900 cousins.
You said Miguel Gonzalez?
Miguel Ferrara, Ferrara. And what makes you wonder, does
Wonder.
the Diablo Locos smuggling ring, crime ring, have anything to do with the, leader in this town?
Out of character, I was half tempted to take the job, but for one, we're not going to be here long enough. For two, we don't really have alignments, so there's no you're this kind, you can't do that. And for three, this would just complicate a lot of things on our deadline to stealing the boat.
Yes.
But it's an interesting thing to come back. It's an interesting thing to come back to if we want to try and get some information.
That's why I try to use the best decorum, because that way the door is still open.
Well, yeah. Basically, there was a note under this tavern that said that there's the the Diablo Loco, in addition to being a tavern, is a crime ring that runs out of this tavern, and that they make attempts to recruit potential talent. And you're a big, huge, giant dude, and so they were all over trying to recruit you.
They want themselves a meathead.
I can pretend.
Yep.
Pretend, eh? You are a meathead.
Or this guy is, yeah. I got a smarts of 6. Is that average or I don't know.
All right, let me explain stats to you. Your average human on the street, typical Jake from State Farm human. He's average intelligence, average strength. He's not very athletic. He's just your average Joe dude. He drives to work every day. He eats Eggos for breakfast. He likes extra foam on his coffee, but he's nothing extraordinary. Your average dude like that has 4s across the board in his attributes. They're not bad. They're just not exceptional. 4 is the baseline human. Anything higher than that, and yeah, you're getting into above territory. So 6 is smarter than average. 8 is pretty sharp. 10 and above is getting into genius level. So you're not dumb.
No, and strength 10, of course, they wanted me.
Yeah, you have a colossal strength. But
nice.
All right,
I mean, you're a literal fucking minotaur.
You guys, after about 10 minutes, you see him come back out, and during that time, give me a second here.
There was a sale at Kmart, and the entire bar emptied.
Blue light special.
Blue light special on patent leather loafers. Go to the loafers.
Shrek comes in and rips a big fart, and everybody passes out.
Shrek. Oh, that was terrible.
All right, who fed Alawi beans?
You want some more beans, Mr. Taggart? I say you boys had enough.
I think you boys had enough. Hey, boys, look what I got here.
Hey, where are the white women at? I love that movie.
That movie is comedy gold.
You couldn't make it today, but yes.
I think I am done and dead.
All right, so you're out.
Fuck asleep.
All right, no worries.
Later, bro. Get some rest.
Sorry.
Later.
Let's see, what was I looking for? Give me a second.
You were looking for stuff going on as I was having my meeting for them. My meeting. Hello. Hi. What are you doing?
Oh, I know what I was trying to do. I was trying to turn my dice tower back on because it had turned off. That way I can make rolls that you can't see.
Tower of Dice. Oh,
there it is. It is there.
Behold. There it isn't. We didn't see anything.
What, behind the rabbit?
What rabbit? He's the rabbit! Hey, now we can see that. We saw that. It's right there, where we can see it. The thing we saw.
Severok, I need you to make a notice check.
What do you notice?
I made it.
Nice.
All right. Severok, where do you keep your money?
It would be in a little pouch
Under my sack.
on the. Actually, I've got a big old duster on, and it would be on my left hip, underneath the coat. So if someone's trying to pickpocket me, they're going to have to open my coat and then try and pickpocket me.
You better really know that guy.
If you're just sitting there at the table, but you've been getting up and working around the room, and so you've been moving in the crowd. And at some point you realize your gold pouch is gone. With
Son of a
the
bitch.
209 gold that you currently have on you, I'm going to remove. Because your notice check was a 4, and the thieves' pickpocket check was far above that. But you have been robbed. Somebody in this room is pickpocketing. Make me another notice check.
Betting that. Oh, I
can't.
You
can't. Let me know.
can't.
I can't. Shit.
But are you gonna like tell the rest of us you've been pickpocketed?
Oh, yeah, I most certainly will. And I'll do it quietly so we can all keep an eye out for the motherfucker. Because I
All
want
right,
Sam,
the
make a
rest of
notice?
you make a notice check. Zatanna, you're sitting there and you finish a song and you turn around to take a sip off your drink, and you see something peculiar. There's a rat moving among the feet of the people, dodging under the tables and stuff, and he
Pickpocketing.
runs behind the bar, and he had something in his mouth that looked like a coin purse.
All right. Do I know anything about, would this be a familiar, or would it be, is it just a trained rat? Are there shapeshifters?
Make
Would I
me
have
a
any
common
idea what
knowledge
this could
check.
be? Common? Okay. Nope.
No, as far as you know, it maybe it's just a rat.
All right. So
You don't. It had what looked like a coin purse, but it could have been anything. It was a leather pouch of some sort. Could have been food. You don't know.
So when
But you-
Savrock says that he got,
Yeah, about 5 minutes later, you'll hear him say, "Hey, my purse is missing."
I'll
Wait a minute.
go over there and tell them it's the rats. I think that was taking your stuff. They go behind the bar,
Wonderful.
and then I'll go back to performing. And I'll keep an extra special watch on my stuff.
Okay. The rest of you can give me. Well, you've done your notice checks. That's all. What do you guys want to do at this point?
I most certainly am keeping an eye out for those rats.
All right. You see no more rats. All right, give me a second. I need to look something up here.
Should we go into the kitchen? Just bust in there?
We do not need another incident, especially not in a freaking gang bar.
True. And
Well, right now the barkeep seems to be pretty friendly with Zatanna. And the crowd seems to love her. So you've got a little bit of social clout going here.
yeah,
at this
we,
point.
we may not have to use force for this. Finesse instead.
Yeah.
out of character suggestion, Sven, you want to maybe try and sweet talk the barkeeper and or like say tell them that there's a rat stealing pouches.
So when the rat went behind the bar, did I notice at the time that the bartender reacted at all? Did it, did it look like he's in league with them, or just oblivious, or?
He was down at the other end of the bar polishing glasses or something, and he had his back turned when the rat did what it did, and so he wouldn't have seen. So he gave no indication to you that he was aware of what was going on, if that's what you're looking for. He was facing the other way when it happened. So your notice check was a 7. So you saw it go behind the bar. You lost sight of it after that. Although you can see there's a swinging, double gate saloon type door behind the bar that goes back into what looks like could be a kitchen area or something.
All right.
And something on the floor could have gone right under that door and not moved it.
All right, well, investigation works for libraries, so that won't work.
I give it a much broader definition. What are you trying to investigate? You checking out?
Well, my thought is to talk to the barkeep and sort of play off that, I'm a visitor to the town, so he doesn't know me, I don't know him. I was going to go along the lines of, quietly, hey, you got a good racket going on here with the rats, and see if he knows what I'm talking about.
All right. When you say the rats, you can see it's almost like it's hard to describe his reaction. He's like, almost like, oh yeah, the rats. Like it's a problem he is aware of and it stresses him out, but it's not something he's been able to deal with. He's like, yes, the rats are a problem. But there are scary things lurking below the city, and sometimes it is best to not challenge the order. And so I do what I must, and some things are bigger than us. We must let them be. And
he's not going to help you with them.
All right, so I'm going to go back to Savarok at some point, and the table with.
But he is aware of
how
them.
to pronounce her name, Alawi. And sort of under my breath and stuff, I'll explain. Hey, he's bartender's not in on it. It went into the kitchen, so as I presume it went out of the kitchen. If you guys want to investigate and keep looking, we can go behind the inn and see if there's any tunnels or anything. But he says they're under the city. You said give me a what check?
A spirit check.
Spirit. I've got spirit. Yes, I do. How about you?
No.
Or you get the feeling from him that he wants to ask you for help on this, but he's afraid if the wrong people hear him asking for help, it'll come back on him. Yeah. He is truly scared of something.
And this guy's scared, and wouldn't mind us. Probably be appreciative in the form of pieces of 8 if we help out.
And Sam will pipe in a low voice. Not to mention, Sav got his pouch nabbed, and he's likely not going to stand for that. So we
Oh.
could probably likely tackle the rat issue at some point. Unless you guys want to tackle it now. Because
I want to tackle it now.
Although, to let you guys know, I didn't say it earlier, but me and Alawi secured us a cartography contract that's going to take upwards of 40 days.
And Delawi will chime in and say, and pay 2,000, of which we have a 10% down payment already. And he's supplying all the cartography supplies.
Here's the money you lost. Okay, let's go. We can fight the rats later.
Now, that deposit went straight to the ship's share. Or is going to once we get back to New Madrid.
But the rats are right here.
I'd say we at least take a look
now.
and see what we can see. If we have to wait till the morning when it's light, we can. But if we can do it now, hey, why not? It's been a couple days since we've had any excitement.
Agreed.
As long as we don't run into any cardinals, we should be okay.
No, the
we see
citizens of
another
New
rat,
Madrid,
I'm roasting it.
even though you've been warned against the use of magic in the city.
We said anything
Okay,
about
maybe I'll
magic?
just take my pistol and shoot it.
We can use torches. We can use torches to roast the rat.
All right. So, what do you guys want to do at this point?
Well, it sounds like pretty much all of us are in agreement. We're all in agreement in tackling the rat problem.
All right. Do you want to just barge your way into the kitchen? Do you want to talk to the barkeep, whose name is Barkeep? I haven't given him a name. I don't think I gave him a name.
First name is Bar. Last name.
It's
El Barkeep.
To you.
spelled Barrequip. Barkeep.
Barkeep.
Senor El Barkeep. Senor the Barkeep.
So I'll wrap up. I'll thank the crowd and give Severock his share of the 7, and head out to the barkeep and say, do you mind if I grab a quick sandwich in the kitchen? While I'm there, I might look around and see if there's anything else I might be able to help you with, Trying to be
Make me a
subtle.
persuasion check, and let's see if he picks up what
loud.
you're laying down.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll be like, yeah. Grab a snack, yeah.
Sure. Yeah, we'll get you some.
And his buddies, too.
All right, so I'll go in there and look around.
He'll be like, be careful with the knives on the knife rack. They're very sharp.
I'll have
And you
my
can see
Wharton drum with me.
And you can see, you go back into the kitchen area, and the kitchen area is it opens into a big round room. In the center is a fire pit with a chimney on top, with grates over part of the fire and a spit over part of the fire where it looks like he does all the cooking. And around the backside, against the back wall of this big round room, is a well. And then there's counters off to one side, and vats and stuff on the other side. It looks like he brews his beer in here. It's a pretty big room.
Nice.
I assume the rest of us went with him because that's what Sam was going to follow him back there.
Yeah,
Same.
I would assume that. Yeah, it's like,
So I'll start looking for rat-sized holes.
there's that big well against the back wall. It looks like, heck, it's big enough that the Minotaur could climb down it.
I'm going to take a look down it. Just peer over the edge.
Do you have any kind of special vision?
Nope.
It's dark down there. You can't see the bottom.
Is
And
it
just
just a
make
straight
sure I
drop,
didn't-
or is there like a rope for a bucket?
There's a rope and a bucket and a crossbar, yeah, and a crank.
I'm gonna check the knives just to make sure I didn't miss anything.
They have
Um,
not.
there's like I said, there's long knives, short knives, there's serrated knives, there's bread knives, there's paring knives, there's filleting knives, there's a couple of meat cleavers. If you need a knife of any kind, he's got at least one here. If you want to add a knife or a dagger or something slicey or stabby to your character sheet, he's pretty much giving you carte blanche to pick out of his big knife block.
I've already got a dagger. I'm good.
Okay. Yeah, I have all the weapons I need for now until I get something.
Hey, Havon, you're the big
Long
tough one.
range.
You want to go down that well and see tell us what's down there?
I do, and I will, but
Take a torch.
Do either of you have a special sight?
not really.
I would know.
In fact, my sight is actually pretty shit. But I did
I
just
have a
make
spyglass,
peace with
but
the.
Doesn't
Well,
do me any good.
oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, you do have bad eyes.
What'd you say, Sven?
Because Zatanna has a spyglass, but it doesn't do any good if you can't see in the dark.
Oh, yeah, true.
Oh,
This is where Reason would have come in handy. Isn't he a goblin? Don't they have
He's a
dark
goblin
vision?
and he can see in the dark.
But my concern
Bel-
is, I just made peace with the organized crime.
Can I use my fire magic to light up the way a little bit?
There's light in the room. There's a fire pit in the middle. It's banked coals right now. And there are a couple of wall torches that aren't currently lit that could be. So, yeah, you could light up the room if you want.
Yeah, I'm lighting up the room.
Yeah, Havon, these rats. I
Are
saw
they-
one sort of raised up. I mentioned it to Alawe
Okay.
earlier.
Inform
I
me of
believe
that.
they're either some sort of rare rat or controlled by somebody or something. I don't think they're part of the Diablos.
I will take common knowledge checks from everybody now that everybody's here to discuss this.
Let me Benny that. You guys are always Bennying. It's cheating.
it's not cheating if it's part of the game.
Yeah, it is cheating, but it's built into the game. It's a mulligan.
Whoa.
Oh, nice. All right.
Okay.
You would know, Zatanna, that all three of your theories could be correct. It could be a familiar or a trained rat. It could be a lycanthrope, a were-rat, something that can change. Although you guys know that such things are not native to this world, but then again, Havon and Savarok and Sam and Alawi are not native. Well, I think Alawi is native to this world, but the three of you aren't. Zatanna is native to this world, but she knows a skill set that was taught to her by somebody not of this world, because bards do not come from Charybdis. They come from the fantasy version of Earth. And so Zatanna, the person you learned from, was likely a human.
Okay. Just be careful, don't ruin the water.
But yes,
You're gonna be dropping torches or something.
but you also know that of the three worlds that they pulled from to come into Charybdis, one is what I call Anthro Earth. It is the Earth that Havon would be from, where in place of humans, there are cat people and snake people and bull people and rat people and lizard people, et cetera, where, you know, all the races are anthropomorphic humans. And the rat, there is a rat anthropomorphic human race. There is a rat-like human race, the rat folk. And they are a regular race. They're not lycanthropes. They can't shape change. So they're just humanoid rats.
So So I'm going to take
What are they small? Like a rat.
They're probably goblin size. If you look under in the message of the day, which you can reach under the options button, there's a playable races, allowed races. Rat folks on that list if you want to read up on them. Rattling. And yes, they are small, like goblins.
I'm going to look down the well and see rats can't climb vertical surfaces, so is there a place
There's a
where,
rope.
He can go down quickly, or does it seem to lead anywhere?
Well, you're looking at, the walls of the well are rough brick. It probably could be climbed.
Dan's just going to say fuck it and slide down the rope.
You can see, well, the rope right now is up. The rope and the bucket are up. They're not down in the water right now. But Zatanna. But you guys are lit up the torches and stuff, so you can grab a torch and look down the well. It looks like the water is about 20 feet down. And this close to the shore, it's probably salt water. But make me a notice check while you're looking down there, Zatanna. Nope, all you see is water.
I'll take a peek.
Hey, why not?
I'm going to be looking around the rest of the room to see if there's anything I missed or any other exit point for it.
Ye have rolled a 5.
All right.
Looks like me and Havan both took a peek down the well.
It looks like the water is not very deep, and you catch a glint of metal at the bottom of it. Meanwhile, Zatanna, you're looking around the room. There is another exit from this room. And judging by where it's placed in relationship to everything else, you think it opens out into some other part of the establishment. Somebody want to open it?
I can open it.
I'll just open it, just take a peek.
Go.
See where it goes.
There's a hallway, and you can see several doors, and then it goes down, and it angles back to the left, which would take you back into the main part of the building.
I'll close it back.
But yeah, the door wasn't locked, and there was a torch burning in the hallway, so you could actually see down it. But you guys, you're looking the well, and you can see, like I said, you see what looks like metal at the bottom.
Can I lower the rope and maybe go take a look down there? Like actually climb down in there? Like rappel down the side?
Gonna lower the rope all the way down and then slide down. All right, make me an athletics check.
Less sliding, more rappelling.
Pretty good for rappelling. All right. You can get down close. You can see the water is only like maybe knee deep, maybe a little bit deeper than that, just deep enough to, if you put the bucket down, the bucket would get under the water and you could bring up a bucket full of water. But yeah, it definitely smells like salt water. So you're probably at sea level.
I'm going to step down into the water and take a closer look, see if I can take a closer look, see if I can see that.
There is a metal grate set into the bottom of the well, a round metal grate. Looks like it may be made out of brass or bronze.
Oh yeah, because
iron is very rare here. and salt water eats iron.
What would it take to try and see if see if I can tell if the grate has been disturbed recently?
Well, you're standing on the grate, and the thing is that it pretty much takes up the circumference of the bottom of the well. So, like, this isn't the bottom of the well. This is just where somebody put an obstruction. And it is a grate. It is slotted. And the slots are big enough that you could stick your hand through.
Would it be big enough for that rat to have slipped through, I wonder?
Absolutely. You know well enough that rats can fit through some spaces much smaller than you would think they could.
And they can swim.
And they can swim.
Bastards. No, I like rats.
So do like a stage whisper. Is there any way to open it or get through it?
While you're standing on it.
Could I like cling to the rope, or like climb up like just a foot or two enough, or like or brace myself against the wall of the well to and reach down and lift the grate?
What's your strength there, buff boy?
A D6.
So you're going to try to hang from one arm at the bottom of her open bucket and reach down into the water to pull up this big metal grate. Make me a smarts check. That grate probably weighs more than you could lift. If it was sitting on the floor, you probably wouldn't be able to move it. It's like a fucking manhole cover.
I said Zatanna. They misheard me when I said lift.
Well, while you cannot lift it, you could probably lick it.
Yeah.
Oh, I just read that.
Anyway, I'm going to. Do I need another athletics to climb my way up out of the well?
Climb back up.
Wrap the rope around it. Our horny friend here can pull it up.
Well, the bucket's on a winch. I'll just grab on. Hey, Havon, can you lift me out of here?
Sure. Do I need to do a strength test to lift him?
Nope, you can just crank him back up.
Okay.
You're that
the
strong.
crank gives you enough leverage that, yeah.
Cranky.
All right. There is, so what are you guys going to do? I think Zatanna was onto something.
Yeah, I say we investigate what Zatanna found before we potentially go further down that well.
Yeah. I agree.
It's probably the best bet. Because where does this go is, I think, far more important than whether or not we can open it.
Yeah. Well, Sam was thinking along the lines, maybe that rat swam away with the pouch.
Most likely.
But if we can find it down out
that much
the,
gold would have
rooms.
probably drowned a rat. No, I'm serious. Like, gold is
I know,
heavy.
but
Gold is heavy. You had 200 pieces in there.
Yeah.
So it would have to drag it away.
Pieces of 8 are silver, not gold in this world.
What's the weight?
Still heavy. Still
ounces difference, right?
I mean, it's still some heft to it.
Mm.
it's still a metal and not a light one at that. Like it ain't no sodium aluminum.
Think 4 rolls of quarters.
Oh, so just not
pretty
very heavy at all
No, it is pretty heavy.
for a rat.
If you're a couple ounces, yeah. And there's stamina involved. However, buoyancy, it's not going to be as heavy because it's underwater. But
So I apologize. When you say I was onto something, do you mean the hallway or do you mean having him pull up the grate?
You guys have a rope right there with a crank.
I can take a bash at it.
My headset cut off.
Basically,
what was the idea?
if you were to attach the rope to the grate, you could probably crank it up out of the well.
say we investigate the hallway and rooms the town have found first.
I'll attach the gate.
Okay.
That's just the rest of the inn. I don't think it has anything to do with anything. There's no way the rat.
You're
Well, we
right.
don't
There's
know
no way
that.
the rat could have opened that door as a rat.
Oh,
There's a rat.
so, I thought it was already shut before. Okay.
The door was shut. You guys opened it to look through it.
Ah.
But there's no space under the door for the rat to have gotten through. And the handle for the door is way too high for the rat to reach it. It would have had to suddenly not be a rat in order to have opened that door.
All right, who's gonna go down there and attach?
So the only other ways the rat could have left this room are down the well or up the chimney.
We're dealing with someone who changes shape.
So I'm a sailor and have been working on ships for a while. So I'll climb.
You know
down
how to
there,
tie a knot.
undo the
Anyone with a decent boating.
climb
would be able
down
to
there
tie
with
a
the
knot.
rope, and then
I've got a D8 in boating.
tie it on there.
Same. And
All I need is an athletics check to climb down there. Untying the bucket. I mean, the water's only 18 inches deep. You can stand there and untie the bucket. You don't have to be hanging onto the rope. And then bend down and tie the rope through the, yeah. Not a problem. And then, if Yvonne can make me an athletics check, he can crank you and the grate back up out of the well.
Cranky.
Could I assist him with that?
Oh, that
Like
was crap.
two or no?
Yes, you can assist. If you can make an assist roll, that'll give him a. No, you cannot assist. All right.
Should I use one of the bennies?
I can't make that decision for you.
I will. Because I have a much better die than that. 14!
Oh, yeah. You crank it up so fast that they come flying up out of the well and land on the floor. The grate lands with a loud clang, 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 clang.
Great going, Einstein.
Hey, you're the
Nobody comes,
Einstein
it's-
behind this plan.
First off, you guys have the permission of the guy running the place to be back here. Nobody's gonna come to look to see what's going on.
It was just a little funny comment.
But they're probably not going to order any food after hearing that. I'll have the. Never mind. That was probably a cooking pan.
I'll climb back down.
All right. With the grate removed, it goes down another, well, just beyond the grate, about 6 inches. It opens up into a larger space that is full of water. It's dark down here, so you really, at this point, can't see unless you can come up with a way to see down here. Make me a notice check anyways. Nope, just Zatanna. She's the one that climbed down the well. You can definitely feel the water is moving in a particular direction.
Right, so I'll climb back up and say, well, looks like we're going down. And I'm going to take my instrument, put it in the waterproof sack that I have since I've been on the ship, and tie it up, tie it off, and make sure it's secure. Then I'll just drop down, splash in the water.
All right.
How deep is the water?
How deep is the water? I'm going to say, let's see, 6 plus 18.
One feller says the water.
7.5 feet deep to the bottom. And it, by exploring with your hands, you can tell that it's like a not a very big chamber, like maybe 12 feet around. But you'll find an opening at one end that goes down, and it's a large opening that you can almost walk down, or at least crawl on your hands and knees. Well, Havan will have to crawl on his hands and knees. The rest of you can bend over and walk. And it will come to another grate similar to the one, but set vertically in the passageway. But you can sense that there's an opening above you, and you can climb up out, and there's a chamber that you can climb up out into.
All
Let me
so we'll do all that and wait for them to come on, and I'll try to
Yeah, Sam will be the next to follow
shake
after
myself.
Zatanna disappears.
We'll go after Sam.
for now, because Alawi had to leave. Gonna remove Alawi from the party. Just had the four of you.
I'll be right back. My dog's wanting to go out now.
Prozac dog on the move.
She is.
Pupper.
Sorry, I don't know why I think that's so funny. Oh, the one.
Doggy?
I had a friend that I worked with, and he had a dog that would escape. And you couldn't chase him down with a car. He wouldn't come to treats. But if you shook his prescription medicine pill bottle, the dog would come out of fucking nowhere and be like, and sit in front of you and wait for the drugs. It was the funniest thing I ever saw in my life. You have a drug addict dog. He's like, yeah. Oh my God! That's the second story I've told about Brian today. We worked together for like a year at cover pools, and we spent, like 10 hours a day in a truck, 8 hours a day in a truck together. And one day, one of us, probably me, imitated Arnold Schwarzenegger, and then he answered as Arnold Schwarzenegger. And then there was like a 2-week period where we were Arnold Schwarzenegger every day. The problem was he couldn't turn it off at home. So in that 2-week period, I got a call from his wife yelling at me, telling me to stop it.
Yeah.
You must stop it.
All day long. Where's the address? Yeah.
All right.
This is lighter. Is it lit?
This whole room, no, really, it is not. But, let's say yes. Actually, it is. There are some torches in the room. There's a ladder on the wall there, what you just pinged, and it appears to go up to somewhere, up into a shaft in the ceiling of this room. It's an all stonework room. Where you guys come up out of the water is this grate here, and you can see a channel that looks like it goes wrong. That's not this pipe here looks like it opens out. It looks like there's defensive structures, these palisades that are pointed towards the ladder coming down, like maybe a defensive position.
Sewer.
Does anybody have survival?
I do.
I'll take a survival check. No.
Benny.
There's a smell of rats here. There are rat tracks and rat-ish tracks and rat droppings and rat hair, and it's just kind of nasty.
Yeah, it's gross.
Yeah, there's signs of rats all over this place.
Rats and mice have no bladder control. They just pee when it's time to pee.
Much.
So it's nasty.
At least for wild rats. Domestic rats can actually hold it. Fun little fact.
Yeah.
I had one as a pet for a while.
Where do the
Rats
tracks
make
go?
very good pets.
Do they seem to go down that pipe?
That pipe seems to be the only exit from here, and it's got like several inches of murky water in it.
I'm gonna check my loot, make sure my instrument is undamaged, and then just strap it to my back again. And I'll grab one of the torches.
Is the pipe straight, or does it go up or down at an incline?
It looks like it's pretty much goes straight. It's level. And your tokens aren't locked, so you can move at will.
I was waiting for the rest of them to catch up. Don't want to get too far ahead. Havon and Severock, you coming?
Absolutely.
And
Yeah.
Savrock's AFK.
No, I'm here.
Just got back apparently.
Yeah, no, I've been back for a minute. I've just been quiet.
Ah.
So
The shadows
we have a
listen.
We're
map
going
now.
down we're going down that pipeway. You coming?
Indeed.
Noise.
And I'll constantly be lighting the way.
Yeah, down here, you're not in public. You can do whatever the fuck you want.
Havon, you know how
Havon,
to
get
move
your
character?
get your horned head over here.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'm best to stick together when we're in a totally unfamiliar area and about to be attacked by were-rats.
Yup.
Just be glad they're not D&D were-rats.
I am thankful for that. We would have already been attacked.
Well, no, there are differences.
Oh, that just takes me back to my first ever 5e campaign, which you ran, Rob. I had a group of were-rats working for me in that campaign.
I know.
Havon,
move
you're the
back
toughest
in that-
one. Do you want to move up
Havon.
front?
Take
yeah,
the lead.
I didn't know we were getting in formation.
Yeah. I'll stick behind Havon here, providing the light.
All right.
At the junction there, I'll take notice checks from everybody.
Could I also do a survival to see if I can notice which way the tracks frequent most?
There's this water here. There are no tracks.
Oh.
Yeah, there's several inches of water in this pipe, so there are no tracks to be had here. But Sam, you hear the sound of rushing or falling water coming from down this direction. It's pretty quiet the other way.
Go the quiet way. Okay, let's make that left.
You sure you want to go to running water?
No, we're going away from the running water because that's where they're like the rats are probably hiding.
Granted, but aren't we down here to get back the pouch?
Yeah.
Yeah, which the rats likely have. And if this turns out to be a dead end, we could just turn around.
Fair enough. Oh, there's a whole nother... Hold on, I'm fighting with this thing. There we go.
This is
All
just
right,
taking me
you can
back
see
to
the.
Baldur's Gate 3 sewers.
Yeah, it is rather reminiscent, isn't it? But you can see that there's water flowing through this room. It's coming from up here, out of this pipe, out of this pipe, and out of this pipe, and flowing slowly down the pipe that you came out of and in this direction. But it's not like rushing, gushing water. It's just kind of a slow moving flow, and every once in a while something brown and lumpy floats by.
Ew.
Well,
Probably baby.
And you can see there's about a 3-foot stone lip right here, and a walkway that goes up a set of stairs about 6 feet to a door. Right here is at about 9 feet above the water if you wanted to try to climb the wall here, but no climb is necessary up there.
you guys want to wade through the poop water?
Way over to the.
I
Right,
just
right.
noticed that the water just now start animating, or has been animated this whole time.
It's been animated this whole time.
I just now noticed it.
Yeah, the guy that makes these maps, Josh Watno, he is amazing. I've gotten to game with him a few times.
Oh, nice.
I'm gonna make my way up these steps.
We get here and sort of dump the
But
water
these
out
maps,
of
yeah,
my
these
shoes.
maps are made with the tools. Effects like that, I can add to maps of like water or clouds or rain or things like that. So
Oh.
Fantasy Grounds has all of those tools.
But this dude obviously put some serious dedication into making these maps because they are beautifully done.
And the map packs I bought through Fantasy Grounds, you know, they keep adding to them. Every time I look in there, there's a map in there that wasn't in there last time. It's like, oh, I don't remember that map.
Where did this come
You
from?
bought the pack and get free updates for life. That's pretty
Yeah,
sweet.
it's like pretty much, yeah.
Also get a
Around
subscription too. It's
Ooh.
pretty nice. It's like 50
Yeah,
bucks
you-
a year.
And then, yeah, all of the elements that he makes the maps from are available as map pack components, and there's a tool to build maps in Fantasy Grounds. And I've seen Sven's really good at it. I've seen him build some amazing maps. Me, I haven't learned the tools to that yet. All right.
I'm going to dry my shoes, dump the water out of them, try to scrape off anything that shouldn't be on me, and then once I look presentable, I'll come back up here.
All right, you guys come up to the door. There is, I mean, this room is dark other than the torches you guys took from the first room. And there's, you can see flickering torchlight coming from underneath the door. Like there's light on the other side.
Could I press my ear to the door and try and listen to see if I can hear anything?
Yeah, make me a notice check. Actually, I'll give you your previous notice check. You hear what sounds like the scratching of a quill on parchment.
Wow. Good to hear.
Yeah.
And I'll whisper over to Havon, sounds like someone's in there. Do you want to bust the door down and surprise him, or do you think we should go play?
Why is the door open?
Yeah, we're well into the stealth here. I think we should continue with that vibe. But I'm ready to charge at if there's trouble.
I can make it quiet here, so we can have. It will not be any sound.
Oh yeah, you have that silence thing, huh?
Oh, even better.
We can open the door and rush in quietly.
Sounds good.
Do you want to cast a little silence bubble and we can sneak in?
That is probably a good idea.
All right. You cast the silence. It goes quiet. And-
Within a large blast template. Sorry, I was looking that up, trying to figure out.
All right. So, who's going to open the door?
I'll crack it open.
Takes.
You see somebody sitting at a table, and he's got what looks like a large journal or tome open, and there's a candle on the table that has like a reflecting dish on one side of it to kind of shine the light towards what he's doing. And he's hunched over this book, and he's a tall, heavy-set older man. He's kind of got jowls, and his hair is receding, and he's got these little pince-nez glasses on his nose. And when the door opens, even though it doesn't make any noise, the whoosh of the door opening causes a couple of the pages of his book to flap, and it makes the candle flicker a little bit, and he will straighten up and like push his glasses back up on his nose and turn to look at you. And he says something, but you can't tell what he says because it's quiet. But he looks surprised, like,
I'm going to
This
step
only
past.
lasts 6 seconds, so you guys know. I mean, 30 seconds, sorry. 30 seconds.
he looks like a fat old man.
I'm going to step past the silence and ask, excuse me, could you repeat what you said?
Who are you, and what are you doing here?
We're
And
just
yes,
nobody.
he is
But,
decidedly not Spanish when he speaks.
we're nobody, but we're following a rat that stole something from us.
Really? Well, I'm fresh out of rats. Do please go.
Oh. All right, then.
I'll take notice checks from everybody.
I was waiting for you to ask for those.
I hear pupper whines.
Yeah. He's being annoying.
Something about this room just smells off. You know, have you ever been like out somewhere and there's roadkill somewhere nearby, or
Oh, yeah.
something
Does
the
it
faint
smell like a
whiff?
rat cage in here?
No, it's the faint whiff of something dead, just
Okay.
very faint. Like maybe there's a dead rat somewhere, or you don't know. It's just
A rotting corpse is somewhere in this room.
it's just a bad smell. There's a bad smell.
Smell of biological decay.
Something to that effect. Yes, it's just the smell of death. It smells bad in this room.
So this guy's a lich or something? Is that what?
He looks human to you.
Uh-huh. Looks can be deceiving in these games.
Looks can be
Right.
deceiving, but it was like, please. I wish to be left undisturbed. I went to great pains to secure this location. Please go. And I can offer you gold if I must, so that you can keep this hush hush. What say you? And he
Can I
will
roll
get up.
persuasion and try and ask him, are you sure you're not in league with the rats? With this persuasion roll succeeds.
All right, he will stand up, and let me put a token for him on the map. Give me a second.
Sam will say something would have said something along the lines of, "Are you sure you're not with the rats? I'm not buying it."
You guys want to zoom in on the map to that room, you can get a better idea of what he looks like. He'll say, first, is the silence still going?
No, it only lasts 30 seconds, and that's why I took it away.
All right, he will get up and he's going to no, come over here. You can see that there's a simple bed with a blanket and a pillow, but it's just board slats. And he's wearing, oddly enough, the Scrooge McDuck nightgown and stocking cap.
Gotcha. Scrooge McDuck.
And he'll hobble over there to his bed for a moment and fiddle around in a box for a moment, and then he's like, no, I trade, as I said, I don't know anything about the rats. I don't have that problem here. I only wish to be left alone, so please leave me alone.
Does he seem kind of cagey?
He's living in the sewer.
Make me a spirit check. Yeah, he's living in the sewer.
Something's off totally on this. This guy's some kind of undead weirdo. Let's get out of here. Let's just go.
Yeah, I don't know. He just seems agitated that you're in his supposedly very secret space.
Yeah, this is just weird.
I guess we can leave you alone, but if we find that you indeed are working with the rats, it won't. We'll be back. But if not, you won't see us again.
Is there anything in here that stands out in terms of like magic and the occult and whatnot?
Make me an occult check. The only thing that would be, whatever he was writing in the book, but as soon as he realized there was somebody in the room, he closed the book.
So we've got no reason to suspect him now.
Yeah.
Nothing like...
Other than this is my game and you should suspect everybody at all times.
Oh, well, fucking course, man. But like...
But this is just off. This is
off, but there's no glaring, like...
That's why it's
red button
scarier.
going. There's no red light flashing.
The clothes he wearing, do they seem unusually fancy for someone living in the sewers?
Clean.
It is a silk nightgown, but it is a nightgown.
Huh.
Why did his token suddenly jump over?
He's making a run for it.
Get him!
No, I was attaching that token to his character sheet.
Ah.
So now he's not just a token, he's an actual. I don't know if I made him identified. Oh no, he's not on the combat tracker. That would help.
Bilbo Baggins.
Yeah, if a hobbit was 6'2", he would make a great hobbit
He was 6'2".
because the guy is kind of tall.
Oh, right on.
He looks like maybe when he was younger, he might have been quite the specimen, but now he's old and gone to seed.
It happens.
But he appears to be getting more than a little irritated that you have not left yet.
I say we bolt, guys. I'm going to leave it up to you. I got to flip on my AC real quick.
Out of context here, do you think we should just gank him or no? Because he seems pretty sus.
You can't ask that out of... You guys are in the room with him. You can't be having a conversation like that with each other. So either you're going to do it or you're going to leave.
Yeah, let's step out of the room for now.
Yeah.
All right. You guys step out of the room. I'll move Ravon out. And he will shut the door behind you and you will hear him drop a bar into place.
Noted.
He was not expecting somebody to just come walking in through that door. That's why it wasn't barred. But you guys do have to wonder what the fucking old man is doing living down here in the sewers.
Right?
Do you guys want to investigate
Working on
the other
his
pipe,
book.
see if it's a dead end, and then come back if he's if there's nothing there?
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
I'm going to check over here next to this column, check the column itself, this area, see if there's any kind of like secret door, levers, or clean tiles that can be depressed or anything like that.
Sorry.
No, but part of the stairway is collapsed there, so it's a little tricky, but you can glide, so it's not a problem for you.
But is there a way down and another passageway below the stairs?
You can just go down and
it just
around.
goes back down to a landing that is about 3 feet above the murky water below.
Does this pipe go any further?
Okay.
That pipe goes to there and stops.
Right.
Or doesn't stop, meets another brass grate. That same with that pipe.
Noted.
They're grated off. However, while you're there, you do notice that this wall here is, this stuff over here looks like at one time when it was built, it was actually, built pretty solid. Given the fact that the sea has been rising at one point, some of this probably wasn't underwater. But this wall over here looks much more shoddily made, or possibly repaired. You guys don't have anybody that is a stonemason or an engineer of any kind, so I can't tell you more than that, but it doesn't look like a very stable wall.
Hey, Havan, you want to come try? You want to try and maybe knock a few bricks loose, see if there's anything behind this?
Is that a good idea? Wait, does this staircase go up or down?
Down.
Yes.
Yes.
From here, let me show. This
On
is
top,
about
goes down.
3 feet above the
Goes
water.
up.
The stairway goes up 6 feet to here to be 9 feet. Then it goes back down to 3 feet. So this stairway and this stairway are identical, except that a chunk of this one is missing. It looks like it's collapsed into the space under the stairs.
Okay.
But it's not enough to impede you from. You're big enough; you can step over the hole. You know,
Okay.
it's not impeding.
Well, okay. So for the wall, where do you want
And
me
it's
to?
the wall of
Go ahead.
just. Sorry.
Over here.
Over in those spots.
Maybe you
The
could
opposite side.
take a look and see if you can say like push. You're pretty strong. You might be able to like say push a few bricks out of place, see if there's anything behind it.
Hmm.
Because he said it was shoddily repaired.
Shoddily repaired.
Either shoddily repaired or shoddily built or hastily built. You're not really sure. It just doesn't look like a very stable wall. It looks like a wall that if you shoved it real hard, it might collapse.
All right, we'll give it a try. 8.
Oh, easily.
There's a bunch of guys playing poker behind the wall.
Nice, I have gambling.
Oh, good. Do I have gambling?
All right.
Good thing it was just a joke.
Beyond the other side, you can see there's a passageway back there.
I'm gonna step on through the gap he made if I can't. Oh no, I can't.
I can
No,
throw you through it or shove you through it.
a second. I have to move you through.
Because there's like a physical barrier on the map level.
There is.
I'm going to sigh at having to go through the water again, and then... actually, I'm going to use the 2 tunnel entrances here. Just hop up on here and hop across, and then...
It was only the one section that was
All right. I was worried about a
Ian's gonna have to
cave-in
move
and
your
us.
cross pad. Give it a moment.
I was worried about me doing it, a cave-in, and us all drowning. But since that didn't happen, we're good.
I can't
Well,
apparently
swallow
get up
everybody
over
dies.
onto that side.
I have to.
Oh.
All right. It looks like this side was built like the other side,
Oh.
except that there was no stairway. Let me unmask some more here. You've got the 2 support pillars at each end like you did on the other side. This wall here looks like it was put up to block off from that room over there. And there is another big door right there.
I'm gonna try and push that one open.
That one does not open. When you
Like it's
push on
barred?
it, like it's, yeah, it doesn't give.
Hmm.
However, there is a gap under the door, about
Oh.
4 inches.
That's handy.
It's not enough for someone to crawl through.
Rats.
Well, a rat could easily crawl through it.
So I'm going to bend down and lay down and look under. Is there a light on the other side? Can I see what's going on?
If only we had the Tinker Fairy.
Make
Right?
me a notice check. If only you had the Tinker Fairy.
Shove her under the 4-inch gap.
All right, you can see a faint flicker of light, but not enough to make anything out. But the whiff coming from under the door, you can see that. I'll give you this much. You can see through the door that there's stairs that drop down, and you can see the edges of some palisade spikes in your vision. And you can see that the space continues out to the sides and out farther, but that's what you can see under the door.
Dan will take a
Like I
step back
said,
and
it
just
smells
move on.
strongly of rats when you got down there to get your whiff. It's like, whoa.
I smell
Like unclean
rats.
rat cage.
Yeah, it's pretty gross.
This little hallway
Hey, Havon, you want to try and
steps
bust
right
that
behind
fucker
the
down?
door.
Well, hold on. Everybody's talking all over everybody else. What were you saying, Sven?
Sorry.
No worries.
There's a little hallway and the stairs to go down right behind the door. There's lots of rats. I don't see them, but I can smell them.
Then I will take Sam's suggestion and yo heave ho. Fare thee well. Nice. I hope that does it.
You gonna freaking
Break the door open.
Duke Nukem kick it, Mighty Foot engaged.
Yep.
Fucking Kool-Aid man it.
Oh yeah!
Kool-Aid man.
Hey, Kool-Aid!
Oh yeah! So many cats.
I think my son is a little scarred. Every time he's said "oh no" for quite a while, I've just responded with "oh yeah."
With the Kool-Aid man flair.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Ow! Stop biting me, you little... Ruckus.
Cats.
My son
Mercurial
was
little bastards.
confused for the longest time as to where that came from, and then I showed him all of the old 1980s and 1990s TV commercials.
Oh yeah!
And he was like, so that guy's just property damage.
Pretty much. Now let me tell you about the Noid. He's terrible about pizza.
Oh god. Beware the noise.
Thank God Domino's dropped that mascot.
Stop.
You know why Domino's dropped that mascot? Because there was a guy whose last name was actually Noid, and dude was not altogether with it, and really thought the commercials were aimed at him, and had a major level freak out about it.
Poor dude.
Do any of you remember the old NES game?
No.
NES?
Oh.
Yeah.
Which
Oh
game?
no,
did-
like Beware the Noid was.
Oh, it was a game. I don't know if I saw
NES
that.
was before my time.
No, but
No,
the
but
Noid was huge in pop culture for Domino's.
I had, and somewhere I still have my Cool Spot Sega Genesis game. The Cool Spot was the 7-Up logo with arms and
Yep.
legs. Yeah, and yeah, the 7-Up guy had his own video game.
Huh. Didn't know it. I have the
Bam! I
tape.
just put the cover of the game up into Discord.
Right on. And the Savage
Actually breaks
Thursday.
the door down.
There's the Noid. Yes, break the door down. Does a 9 do that?
Success with a raise. That's the GM's call.
Yeah. Blam! Wham! The door comes crashing down. Her daddy's face all pale. He said, "Come with me, you hairy bum, and I'll put you in my jail." She's the judge's daughter. She's the judge's daughter. Why do I always get the kind of girl I shouldn't ought to get? Now I'm getting jail and torture since I made the judge's daughter. All right, let's stop everybody right there. Sam goes rushing in.
More walking in, but yeah, I went ahead.
All right, I'll let everybody else plot where they might have been moving to. So you can go ahead and plot your move if you want.
I'm not moving any further. We don't know what we're dealing with in here.
Enclosed spaces, tight walls, perfect for havoc.
True. And ambush. I still feel badass for exploding the door, so that's cool. It's Marv level ass kicking from Sin City.
Yes. You fucking booted that thing down like Doom Guy breaching into hell.
Oh.
Or Kool-Aid Man.
Ooh.
All right.
Fireball. Oh wait, no. We're too enclosed. Don't do that. Firebolt. Yeah. That's the one.
Sam, you come around the corner, and Sam, what are you using for light? Because you can see a little bit of
Torch.
you can see a little bit of light coming from beyond the archway at the end of the hallway, but standing there in the shadows.
Standing in the shadow of blood.
Let me see if I get a. These are short and wiry humans with rat heads and fur.
Yum.
Yep.
Rats.
And there are two of them. Well, these aren't rats because they are standing up on their hind legs and are armed with daggers.
That's new.
And both of them look at you, and one of them kind of chomps his teeth and says, "You'll be a welcome addition to the pack," and then gnashes his teeth at you. And we're dealing cards.
Oh god, these things can turn?
Yes, lycanthropy is a disease, brother. Only it's not the death sentence in Savage Worlds that it is in D&D, but it is an inconvenience of major sort. All right. Deal to all.
Lord of the Were-Rats.
Wow, we got sad.
You should not be able to see him because he is not. Barnaby shouldn't be there either. He's still on the NPC list.
Davarok then, because he got a
Savarok.
check.
Yeah, there are things on the combat tracker that are not involved in this combat, but they potentially could be at any moment, so that's why they're on the combat tracker and get their card.
Okay, I'll move to there. And with that, let's see.
You hear Sam say, "Oh shit, you do not have a target until you step around there." Yes.
I'd set my movement to where I just reset
All right.
to. And it went away again.
I undid it because any square that the spikes are poking into, which is every square at this point, now that we are in combat, is difficult terrain. It costs you 2 to move through those squares without hurting yourself on the spikes. So if your move is 6, you can get 3. Unless you want to try to run. Yeah, you can get there.
Yeah, if anything, Sam, run to us.
Yes, that'll get you line of sight. But Sam went through it before, so he was naturally kind of ducking and moving around the spikes and stuff. But yeah, any square that has spikes in it, if you move through at full speed, the spikes get an attack.
And I'm going to cast my blast.
Nice.
So they're just getting a fireball straight to the face.
Does that blast just immediately appear on them, or does it like fly out and then blow up at them? Because if so, you might need to tell Sam to duck.
Yeah, I'll shout Sam, duck. And it just goes out and boom. Well, let's see if it does, because I've got to do my spell casting first.
If you crit fail,
Oops.
Why am I targeting Havan?
I don't know.
Now I'm going to have to kill you.
You should not be targeting anybody. It's an area effect. You should just roll your casting roll. And then it does.
It hits both of them?
Yep.
Let's see how much damage it does.
yeah,
Nice.
that did a damage to you by accident.
Oh, and I shouldn't have smite on me anymore. So that should have been 8 damage.
Ouch.
It was just a carryover effect from last session.
Yeah, it was. So it should be 8 damage to those guys.
Then drag. Here, let me look at them with a. That is enough to shaken them both.
Okay.
Well done. Shaky,
With that,
shaky.
I end my turn. It is
Savan, you're next. If you wanted to spend a round and make an athletics check, you could break down one of those spike barriers and remove it and all the squares that it occupies and obstacles.
We'll do that.
All right, which one you want to take? All right, you go over there and you just grab it and you snap it apart and it falls to pieces.
Oh, nice.
None of those squares are obstructed. You can be anywhere in any one of those squares.
Okay. Well, I have to go past both of them to get to the rats, so I should probably set up here in case we get flanked.
Make me a notice check.
So I don't think it's just going to be these two guys. 5.
You're right. It's not.
Oh. Minotaur were-rat. This is going to be interesting.
All right.
I'm
going to say
where
you can't be in that square because of the other. You can be in that one if you want.
All right. I get my battle axe ready.
All right. Don't you have first? No, you have sweep. Satana.
Right, so I see him destroy this banner.
Yeah, that barrier is gone. The one he's by, it's no longer an obstacle.
So I'll move up. Is there light down that hallway?
The one to the north, yeah, the stones are glowing and there's some sparks and there's, little wisps of spark on the cloaks and stuff of that. Those guys, as they're like shaking, they're batting it out. So yeah, in the afterglow, yeah, there was some light, but the hallways is otherwise mostly dark. However, there is light coming through the archway from the room at the end. So they're backlit. You can see them.
Okay.
And Havan was able to see the other two guys in the afterglow of the fireball as he came around.
So I'm not familiar with how this works. You said they're shaken, right?
They are. Another shaken result will
So
equal a wound.
If they're shaken, they have a percentage chance. I mean, a vigor roll to see if they come out of it at the beginning of their turn. Otherwise, they can only move. They can't do anything else.
Yeah, and it's not a vigor check; it's a spirit check.
All right, so then I'm still going to do this. Then I will bring out my. I'm gonna play a couple. I've got my drum head on my waist. I'm gonna play a couple beats on it, and it sort of amplifies and they hear it echoing in their head as I cast stun on them.
Bump, 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 bump. You're a dick. Is what they hear.
And I'm upcasting it to have an area of effect. A small blast template.
All right, that will get both of the shaken targets.
Successful casting means the victim must make a vigor roll. Does that count as with a raise?
That is a raise.
A -2, or be stunned.
All right, we're at number 2.
And that cost me 4.
Is stunned, so put whatever effect happens to him on him. You'll see the effect somewhere listed at the bottom of the target. That's one thing I love about Savage Worlds, is that it gives you all of it right there. And number 1, also failed.
All right, and then I'm going to use share to GM. I'm going to use my adrenaline surge.
Sweet. Okay,
How do
yeah.
I use? I thought it says double click and it's nothing happening.
Drag it into the chat. There you go. Boom. Go.
And then I'm going to turn and do the same thing to the guys in the bottom.
Nice.
You are Mr. Utility. Nice freaking going. Like, woo!
I was going to say, you guys missed your bard when he left. I mean,
right?
You're going to be glad to have her back. That is, all right. They get no -2 on this, but still must make the check. He is not stunned, number.
Okay.
He is.
That was number 4. Okay. Boom. All right.
And
my turn.
Sam, we're going to go to the bottom of this round, and then we're going to be continued.
I was going
I
to
do have
cast-
to go to bed for work.
I was going to cast Burst on these two.
Okay, yeah.
Those two are just having a bad time of it right now.
You guys are a more powerful party than you realize, being as spellcaster heavy as you are. And then, when Clay's here with his melee specialist, and Jess is here with her melee specialist, and, Alawi is a melee specialist, and, Havan is a melee specialist. You guys have spellcasters and bricks, and it's just a lethal combination.
Ooh, 3d6 with a raise plus the raise die.
All right,
So
do it to it.
Nice.
need to remove the cone.
So they got nothing coming.
Oh.
Prone.
I'd Benny that roll.
Stun knocked them prone.
It's the end of the night. You've got nothing left to lose.
Much better.
Oh.
And then for the damage to the second one, or would that damage to apply to them both?
Just do the same damage to them both. It's quicker.
Oh. I mean, that
Almost
works.
Same damage anyway.
And this just burst of wind with screaming elemental spirit faces at the girl traveling along, it just slams into them.
Nice.
So they got blown up, sung at, and then blasted by wind.
That's accurate.
And they're both incapacitated.
Nice. One down.
To
one
be fair,
to
it
go.
sounds like they went to a Rammstein show.
With the fire.
Alright.
Fire of the soul. Fire of the creation. Fire of love.
And yeah, these aren't D&D were-rats in that they're immune to anything except silver. They're not immune to magic. Non-silver still hurts them, but unless you attack them with silver, they can heal almost anything.
Gotcha.
And so that they're not as bad as D&D were-rats where you just can't hurt them, and so you don't stand a chance. You can still hurt them. You can wound them and get them down. And magic is still, magic trumps even silver. Magic is magic.
Magic is magic.
Kill a were-rat with magic. And all right, this one is stunned. He has to make a vigor check at -2 to become unstunned, correct?
Sure.
The
Well,
one who, no, because I did not do a.
you didn't get a raise on that one. All right,
Yes,
so
thank you. Oh
he
no,
just-
and he saved the other guy.
no, number 3. No, you're right. Number 4, I see is stunned. Number 3. He's out.
Oh, come on.
Rats.
Yeah, he's not dumb. It's like he just saw 2 people die, and he's like, "Holy
Oh,
shit!"
self-preservation. Gotta go, boys. Thanks.
Yeah, pretty much.
The ancient Shaolin art of run like a bitch.
His buddy fails is stunned and is still standing there. The others are not engaged in combat, but that'll let you know how many more are out there. And that's the end of the round.
I'd love to keep going, but I'm exhausted.
And next time,
I got to stop too because I got to get to bed.
I've been up since
But,
2
I'm
a.m.
only
Yeah.
rank 2. I only have 2 advances. Just wait until you get more powerful.
And I
Yeah.
got a Joker.
and that's for next time.
Yay.
Yeah, I'll let it stand because we're in combat.
Nice.
Bennies and adventure cards and everything will stay. At the end of the combat next session, you will get a Benny refresh and a reset on your adventure cards.
Cool.
So-
Nice.
We'll start out with this encounter. Things will stay static. At the end of that, we'll get the reset.
And I should be around for next session.
Nice.
Cool. Well,
Cool.
let
Largely
me-
because my wife's going out of town and I have to skip class that day.
Hey, there you go. Well done.
Cool. Well, Sven, it's good to have you back.
Yeah.
It is.
It's good to have you back, brother.
Thank you. Thank you. It's
I
fun.
just
I
wish
like
it weren't
a lot.
like right when I'm leaving.
Yeah, there's do you guys want some of the meta on what's going on here? Well,
Oh hell yeah!
no, I think
I
I'll
do,
wait
but I
and
gotta
let you figure
crash
it out.
out.
Spoilers.
There
Spoilers, so no.
is something going on between Barnaby and the were-rats. There is a connection.
There has to
I-
be, but
I'll let you guys. Well, you'll have to figure it out. But yeah, it's connected.
Nice.
gotcha. Well, thank you, gentlemen. Have a wonderful week. See you next Thursday. Oh, that sounds
Yeah,
terrible.
Have a good night.
Yeah,
I'll
Bill.
see
See
you
you.
on
You
Tuesday.
guys take care.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I'll see you guys later. I'm gonna dip too because I gotta go make dinner soon.
Absolutely. You guys have a good one. I'm sorry I have to bail.
No, I got to
Oh,
bail
you're good.
too. I got work at 4. I had to be up for work